Hi everyone, I'd like to welcome you all to the VStitcher and Lotta 2021.1 edition webinar and thank everyone who's joining us today. My name is Anna and I'll be walking you through some of the exciting new features and updates in this edition, which of course have been based on your feedback and requests. Here's a quick overview of the features we'll be sharing with you today. Darts feature, to make your pattern making work faster and more straightforward. Walk tool, our digital version of the common real-world pattern-making technique. Animation workspace, where you can see your 3D garments in motion. And introducing Oliver, our latest hyper-realistic male avatar. Throughout each demonstration, we'll be providing a few tips and tricks you can use when applying these features to your current workflows. The 2021.1 edition will be available for download just after today's session, along with a webinar recording, so you can get started and try out the new features straight away. Now let's get started. We are delighted to launch version 2021.1 with new tools for pattern creation and pattern modification. We have a brand new Dart tool with lots of exciting capabilities. And we have a new Walk tool, which we are expecting to be very useful in your workflow. We'll use this suit to demonstrate the Dart and Walk tool features. Note that we have split the previous Pleats and Darts tool into two separate tools. You can add a dart using Insert or by converting edges or internal lines. Let's view the new Dart options in the context view. The transformation section includes settings for the dart's width and length. The dart's dimensions are displayed in the 2D window and can be edited directly from here. There are also movement options for the whole dart or for each of its points. The default dart in the new tool is a symmetrical shape. Moving one leg point moves the other leg symmetrically, and the software automatically ensures the dart is valid. If we don't want that to happen, we simply lock one of the points, then we are able to move the other leg and the apex. Let's do that here. We don't want the upper leg to move, but do want to change the angle of this dart. The dart has one line which is thicker than the other. The thicker line is folded over the thinner line. If we flip the dart direction, the seam construction is updated accordingly. Let's now look at the side seam shape of the closed dart. We can see how the line looks after sewing the dart. By clicking edge handles, we can refine the shape to a perfectly smooth line. We also have the full dart allowance property that we could choose to activate. By flipping the dart direction, the allowance shape is adjusted. Another thing that has been added are new information rows in the grading section. Selecting a point shows the lengths of the lines that are connected to it. Now we can see that both dart legs are equal in length. This view is available for all points, not just for the dart. There is still some excess fabric in the waist bust area. Let's slightly curve the waist dart. Notice that the handles move symmetrically. Much better. We want to change these darts to a princess line. We rotate the bust dart to the shoulder cut line. Now we reshape the dart's leg to have a smoother shape. We use the round dart option to curve the legs in the same direction. To complete the look, we add a seam texture of a single needle along the darts. Now let's make sure that after all these pattern adjustments, the side seams remain matching. To do this, we'll use the new and much requested Walk feature. To start, we'll select 2 points, one in each shape. Using right-click, we now have the option Walk Pieces. In Walk mode, all the pattern pieces are locked for editing except for the stationary piece. To edit the walked piece, we can right-click on it and unlock it. The armhole curve could be slightly smoother. The last thing we would like to do to this jacket is to unite the front and back yokes. We use the Walk tool to do that by walking the front shoulder seam on the back. We don't directly merge pieces from the Walk mode, but can easily clone them in their current position. This ensures that the Arrange mode settings are not affected. We merge the pieces. With the Pen tool, we add an internal line. Then we slice the piece, delete half of it, and create edge symmetry. Now that we have a new piece with the front and back yokes, we can delete the previous pieces. To finish the jacket, we just need to stitch the new piece. We stitch the yoke to the body, then to the sleeve cap. We can stitch either in the 2D window or the 3D window. And finally to the collar. Once done, we click Dress. And that's it. The jacket is ready. Now let's view the skirt. There is some puckering in the hips area that need to be fixed. We start by walking the back waistband along the body. Maybe it would be a good idea to mark the position of each dart with a notch. We right-click on the cursor to add notches. We could add the notches to either or both shapes. In this case, we choose Walked Piece. We need to align this corner correctly. The hip shape doesn't look quite right. Let's walk the side seam to see what's going on there. Another option available by right-clicking is to mirror the walked piece. Let's do that to compare the shapes. The back has the pointier shape. To correct this, we unlock the back and snap the points to the front edge. We curve the outline to match. The outfit is ready. Now we can view the suit with an all-over print. One of the most exciting uses of darts is to create designs by manipulating, rotating, or splitting them, or using them between cut lines. Here's a simple straight dress with a side bust dart. In this example, we'll show you how to create a unique design using the new dart tool to split a large dart. Let's start by rotating this dart to the center front. The plan is to create 3 darts out of this one. In advance, we have added points 2 centimeters apart. We use these to snap the rotate line to them with even spacing. Let's create the second dart by using the Rotate Dart feature. We split the dart by typing in the value that we want to keep at the bottom dart, in this case 1 centimeter. We repeat the process to create the third dart. That's a nice diamond shape. However, we wanted 3 parallel lines. To achieve that, we move the apex points of the bottom and top darts by 2 centimeters. Now we want to make sure that the darts are exactly parallel and the same length. The best way to do this is to use guidelines. We set all the darts to be 9 centimeters. Then, using the right-click menu, we add a guideline to the bottom dart and use it to straighten the second dart. We repeat this process with the other darts as well. Now all the darts are parallel. This was an example of nice use of the darts to create an interesting pattern. And here's the final design of the dress. Let's start our second demo. In this demo, we're going to introduce you to a feature that we're particularly excited about, the new animation workspace. To access the workspace, we click the selector at the far left of the toolbar, then click Animation. This includes the timeline where we have controls that let us record and also play recorded animation sequences, called clips. We can view the available clips by going to the Clips tab. The context view has 2 tabs, Animation and Export. The Animation tab includes playback, camera, and simulation settings. The Export tab has different tabs depending on whether we want to export our animation as a render or 3D object. Both Olivia and Oliver, our new parametric avatar, include animation sequences. Once the avatar is loaded, we can view the available animation sequences in this drop-down menu at the top of the left animation bar. We select the Woman Catwalk Walk, Pause, and Twist, and click the Record button to generate a clip. This process may take a while, so here's a clip of Olivia we recorded beforehand. To view the clip, we click the play button on the animation bar. On the context view, we can adjust the playback settings if needed. The default frame rate is set according to the avatar that we are using, but this can of course be changed. In general, the higher the FPS, the smoother the animation and the larger the file. We can change the playback speed to see the animation in slow motion or speed it up. The default setting for preview, real-time, gives the smoothest playback. If we use frame by frame, the playback doesn't skip frames, and so the transition may not be as smooth. Note that some of the changes made to a clip require the animation to be recorded again. For example, we can change the playback speed without having to record the sequence again. But if we change the FPS, we'll have to record the animation again. Under the Cameras option, we can select the Follow Avatar option to make sure that the avatar remains in the center of the video at all times. Under Motion, we can choose from the range of different options for the camera's movement. The orientation and the field of view can also be adjusted to get the best overall perspective we want for the clip. Note that we can record and export the animation with or without the avatar. To record without the avatar, we simply uncheck the Include Avatar checkbox. Now that we're happy with the results, let's take a look at the export options. There are several output options: MP4, animated GIF, image sequence, and several 3D options: FBX with animation, OBJ with animation, and the newly supported format ABC, Alembic. Let's export this animation in MP4 format. You can use the animation clips for presentations or marketing, or simply to get a better feel for how a garment looks. We'll also export the animation in FBX format so that it can be used in external software. For example, we imported Olivia's animation to Blender. This allows us to enjoy a more flexible workflow. Now you can also import any external animation and avatar in OBJ and MDD formats to VStitcher. For example, this animation was created in DAZ 3D and imported to VStitcher through the Import Animation button. This allows you to use any animation you like with any avatar to review your garment in motion. Let's view the final result. For our second demo, we'd like to introduce you to our new avatar, Oliver, who is available in VStitcher 2021.1. Oliver is an ultra-realistic and true-to-life avatar, which significantly enhances the visual results of your garment simulation. V-Ray Preview shows the high quality of the textures. Oliver is a parametric avatar, meaning that we can adjust his measurements as and when needed. He also includes a range of new textures that you can choose from. Now let's get back to the animation workspace. Like Olivia, Oliver comes with animation sequences. Let's take a look at some of them. We'll select the Follow Avatar option to keep Oliver in the center. Here's, for example, the Man Catwalk, Walk and Turn, or Man Catwalk in Place. The jogging sequence works perfectly with the sports outfit we designed for Oliver. We can then upload the sequences that were pre-made with the garment. Let's export this animation in MP4 format. Let's view the final result. We hope you all enjoy bringing your garments to life through the brand new animation workspace. Thank you for participating in a 2021.1 edition webinar and taking a look at some of the exciting new features that the edition has to offer. If you have any more questions for the team after this session, please reach out to us at support@browseware-global.com. If you'd like to dive deeper and learn more about feature functionality, check out support.browseware.com. We'll be updating our help site with a What's New summary of the 2021.1 edition features, including all of the updates covered today. I'd like to once again thank you all for joining us today, and we're super excited for you to get started with the VStitcher and Lotta 2021.1 edition.